So it's coming up to the boil now after 15 minutes. Starting to slow down. And then I'll have to drop that down to half that heat, down to number 3. And what that does then, if it's at full boil, it'll boil the water off along with the alcohol vapours. If I take it down a step, reduce the stack down, it will just take off the alcohol vapour, and that's what I'm after. I'm after the alcohol vapour to cool down and leave the water behind in the still, what's known as burnt beer. So it's all about flavours now. And we should be seeing the first run any minute now. So I just need to get my little cup, little tin cup Jameson. Oh, it's coming through. It's very quickly coming through that, so I need to turn that down. I'm just going to have a little bang of this. It's coming through very quickly there, very quickly. This is the best bit I like, quality control, quality control. This is the singlings, it's the first run, so this one is basically the first, it's the rock gut liquor what they used to do in the prohibition days of Al Capone, rock gut whiskey, which they've been doing in Ireland for centuries. So I'm just going to have a little sip, the first taste. Really, I should be giving it them fellas. The tradition is the first bit you give to the leprechauns outside, they have the first sip. You throw it out for the leprechauns, and what that was is to separate methanol from ethanol, scientifically really, but they said you've got to give the first sips to the leprechaun because you do get traces of methanol. Oh, that's an interesting. Oh, can taste the chocolate, coffee, and the corn on that one. But we're just going to do a flame test here. This is how British sailors used to proof it in the old days. So what I need is a spoon. Need a spoon. And this will give you the consistency of the poitin. Not only that, the flame test tells you whether it's the good stuff. Beautiful blue flame showing ethanol, which is the good stuff. Again, straight away, so we're talking some seriously high shots there, and the blue flame is ethanol. If it was a yellow flame, it would be methanol, methylated spirit, which is the bad stuff. If it was a red flame, it meant that you're using lead pipes, or there's lead present in the pipes, which is going to kill you eventually. Liver damage, the whole lot. Is that proof enough for you? There we go, beautiful blue flame from the poitin. So it's explosive, this one, which I'm very pleased with. We can cut that down with water, make it more drinkable. I mean, personally, I like the singlings. Sláinte, agus táinte. Oh, it's got a great flavour. Oh, God, it's got a punch too. Ooh. So that can go in there. I'll be giving some of the furries some of this tonight as protection. I've always done it. I've done it for the past 30 years. I was told off an old Irish friend of mine. Always give some to the furries. Let them have the first sip. Let them have the sip of the singlings, and they'll protect you. And 30 years on, they have done. So that'll be happening tonight. and we'll be all ready up and set for St Patrick's. I'll probably have to run that through the still again, then it becomes Dublin's, which is essentially Irish poitin. Then it's the drinkable stuff for the general public who aren't as, let's say, they haven't got as cast iron stomach as I have, but I'm used to it, being a quality control tester as well of my own product. So that will be run through again, Dublin's, out of the whole batch, because I've still got some wash left in there. I should get about a gallon and a half of singlings, and it reduces as to how many times you distill it. So on the Dublin's I should get a gallon, roughly, and I'll probably have some clear as poitin tradition in for St Paddy's, but some will be going in my barrel there, and I've no doubt I'll be putting some in the oak chips, so that clear whisky eventually comes out as that product. That's after it's been in the barrel a few months, and you get some good whisky flavours. So there we go.